This is a boy. He is 5 years old. He came to me 3 weeks ago and he was 127 pounds. He's a yellow lab. His highest weight, as I saw at his medical records, was 135 pounds. This is extremely big weight for a Labrador. Labrador have a maximum standard. So Labradors are no more than 85 pounds, and 85 pounds is like highest as it can be. So what I see with AKC standard, I think it's even 80 pounds for a male dog. So being 127, 130, he is extremely overweight. And right now we just came. This is where I park my car. So we didn't do even quarter of mile and he's already tired. So I will still go with him. I mean, he's tired, that's okay. I'm going through his tiredness, but I just want to show when dog is overfed, and the only way for dog to get fat like that, it's if they have too many calories, they eat too much, they cannot open refrigerator, they cannot go to your closet where you keep your food. This means that we are people making dogs fat. So I want everybody to understand that it's not good for your dog. You decrease the life quality really, really bad. And the life is getting shorter on the dogs who are fat, okay? So he's breathing like that. I bet he has arthritis because it's too much weight on his joints. And he cannot enjoy vigorous playing with other dogs. I did let him be in the yard with the various dogs. He cannot play, he's mostly laying. He can play, but only if he's laying, because it's hard for him to be on his leg. Can he run? Yes, he can run, but it's not for a long time, and it's immediately make him tired. So please don't overfeed your pets. It's nothing cool about it. I would say it's kind of abusive because it's something you can really control and you are not doing it. Okay? You love your dog, but you don't want to give love as a treat. So right now I'm working on his diet and back to the normal, and it's not easy. And he needs to be. He's staying with me. It's a fitness program, so he's away from his family. And I'm pretty sure they miss him and he miss them, but he needs to back to the normal life because it's just half of his life. He's 5 years old, but when I walk him or when I ride my bike or golf cart and people stop by, they're asking me, is he like 10 or 11? Because people think that he's such an old dog. So no matter what breed you have, please keep your dog in a good body condition. And I don't know why veterinarians don't tell. I don't know why they don't tell. I think veterinarians sometimes just don't care. Or they want your dog to be sick, so you probably will bring them more money when they need like some arthritis surgery, hip replacement, or whatever. I don't know, because he could be skinnier a long time ago, but it's never happened because veterinarians didn't address him, because he wasn't born 100 pounds. He was 60s and he started to be 80s and he started to be 90s and he started to be 100. And most of the time people go to vets once or twice a year. And veterinarians, maybe they mentioned something, but it wasn't serious enough. So if your veterinarian is not paying attention to your dog body condition, it's better to switch to veterinarian who does care and who will let you know. I go to veterinarians with my dogs and I see extremely obese dog there, and I see that veterinarian says nothing, because they don't want people to feel bad parents, I think. But if your veterinarian is so-called tolerant and don't want to hurt your feeling, but it's hurt your dog. It's hurt your dog or it's hurt your cat. So please don't make your pet a beast. This is not good. This is not good. And he constantly likes to eat because he's Labrador, and it's look like Labradors are really into gluttony. It's all they want, it's food. But it's not means that we need to feed them this way. And why he's wobble up front? Because his paws are kind of loose. And I noticed that just the soil is built up between his toes, and then it's kind of like rub sore. Because his back feet are not getting so much heavy weight loads than his front, and it's look like his front is getting like more stretched, and then stuff going between the toes. And what I do when I come back from a walk, I wash out his toes, because it's a soil build up inside of it, and it's bothering him and it's making a sores. And it's all because he is a fat guy. So I hope I can get him back to the normal, but when he will back to his house, he needs to be on the same diet and he needs to receive exercises, or he will back to the same. So please love your dog by providing not food, but discipline, exercises, and quality of life. Hey, Bo, let's go. So every dog should have a waistline, and Bo start to have a waistline, but it's still very hard to find. His belly is sagging, and if you cannot easily see the private parts, which is on a male dog are here, it means that dog is overweight. Okay, what else? His feet are very skinny compared to his body. So he has belly. I still have a hard time to find his ribs, but it's way better than it's been 3 weeks ago. He still have a lot of fat on his chest. Okay, so if it's like something is sagging and protruding here, it's fat. He still have a lot of fat around his face. Okay, this is a fat rolls. So what I can say, he need to lose to feel better. He need to lose at least 20 pounds. Then he will feel better. But it's not just starvation. You cannot starve your dog. You need to build the stamina and healthy diet habits. Yes, your dog will be constantly begging for a food, and if you think, oh my god, I want to feed him, he feels so upset, then you're just killing your dog. Okay, so please don't do it. Keep an eye on your dog, and if your dog is getting fatter, just stop feeding it so much. Take it for walks. People tell me, oh, I feed my dog not much. No, they do feed too much. Because if you are not eating, you will not gain the weight. This dog don't have any metabolism problem. Because he's losing weight with me because I'm only feeding him 2 cups a day. And sometimes it's just fiber, so sometimes it's just vegetables. And I do exercise him at least once a day. I try to do twice a day. So he is losing weight. I never met a dog in my training career who will not lose the weight while they're staying with me. If I exercise them, if I give them smaller portions, they're all losing weight. Once they're back to their houses, back to their owners, they're back to the same. So here's the answer for you. It's not the problem in the dog. Bo, you want to keep walking? So it was rain, that's why he's wet. He decided not to go to the dog house in the morning. It was rain like 2 hours ago, so that's why he's wet. Let's go. Let's go. And he's not an old dog. He's not old. And age is not an excuse to make your animal fat. Good boy. We did 1.5 miles in 40 minutes. 40 minutes, it's all the time. Movement time probably was like 30, 35 because I did stop and let him relax. But he's ahead of me, which is fine. And in the beginning, he always resisting. He's like this person who's like, I don't want to go in a gym, even knows that gym will make you feel better after. But once you push him, and he enjoying. Right now, he's enjoying the walk. And when I take him for a golf cart or bike rides, at first he don't want to do it. But I push him, and then he really like it. So you need to push your dog to do exercises with you. And it's easy, because he cannot really resist. You connect the leash, he have to go. Like I can resist, because I'm a human. Because I have a choice. With your dog, you can make a healthy, good choices for them. He's enjoying. Right, Bo? You're a happy boy. So I created this program. I'm certified Michigan dog trainer. I created this program called Weight Loss for Dogs. I only take dogs who are somewhat healthy. So if you have your dog with a severe arthritis or dog is too old, so I will not be able to exercise it, then I will not be able to help. It's probably too late. But if dog is somewhat healthy, I can help your dog. If you want to hire me to help you make your dog skinnier, and you would think, oh, it's easy, why I would hire someone? It looks like it's not easy for people, because I see a lot of obese animals, cats and dogs. I'm not helping to cats, only to dogs. You can visit my website, dogtrainer.net. You go to page prices and you will see this service. I have information there about this service, fitness weight loss for dogs. And I can help you and your dog how to enjoy the life as a healthy animal. I will publish links to my website under this video, in the video and in description. And when your dog is graduated from this program, which is 2 weeks minimum, like he is already 3 weeks and he needs more. Once your dog is graduated, I will provide you with exercise and diet plan so you can follow with your dog. We did about 3 miles and we continue walking. And this is a nice pavement here. This is a golf course, so it's a nice concrete here. If you prefer rollerblading, why not? You can rollerblade with your dog and then you can exercise it faster if you're a busy person, if you don't have 2-3 hours for a walk. And you can also have a bike. You can get a special tool for your bike and ride bike with your dog. So it's a lot of opportunities to exercise with your dog faster. You can do it faster, so the cardio for a dog will be faster and better as well. So just idea, you can do bike riding or rollerblading. Once your dog get in a better shape, you can actually exercise dog differently. You can let the dog pull the wagon. For this you need to have a pull-in harness, which is sold everywhere. You just need to follow the sizing instruction. You can get a pull-in harness. You can get a wagon, and if you have a small kids who are not very heavy, because I know it's a lot of heavy kids, same size of this dog at age 2 or 3. Yeah, all about overfeeding. Anyway, you can let the dog pull the cart, pull the wagon with your child, and it can be very fun exercise, and your child would like it as well. But it's only possible when your dog lose some weight and get some stamina, because if it's just fat and no muscles, no stamina, they will not be able to pull the weight. But it's just idea how to make it fun for all family. It should be fun. Our dogs give us so much fun in our life. Why not to give some fun for them? Having a longer life, healthy life, taking them to places to explore stuff, not just strolling half mile, staring at your cell phone, and your dog is not exercising actually. As you can see, I walk pretty fast. I'm not out of my breath, but I walk fast because I want the dog to exercise. I can do jogging, but I don't like. That's my excuse, I don't like it. I can do it, but I'm not enjoying. If you can do running or jogging, it's even better. Better exercise for you and for your dog. But we did over 3 miles, and you can see Bo is still enjoying it. And in the beginning, he didn't want to do it. He kind of like, nah, take me back to the car. Let's go back home and maybe have breakfast. I didn't feed him. I'm not feeding dogs before exercise, and I'm feeding dogs after exercises, but after like hour or even 2. So you don't want to exercise your dog on full stomach, and you don't want to give food immediately once you're back home from exercise, just to avoid problems like a bloat or stomach twist. We are making a break on this bridge, and this is a bridge through the North Branch Clinton River, and this is the area where last week me and my friend Lisa finished our kayaking. Kayaking, but still was a lot of wading, but it was rains, and now this river is faster, and we plan to continue our trip from same area where we finished to continue downstream, North Branch Clinton River. And here Bo is relaxing, and I let him drink some clean water, not from my bottle, but it was just a clean puddle. You don't want to let your dog drink from stagnant water, but it was a clean puddle because it was a nice rain in the morning. You can let the dog drink water like from river because it's a stream, so it's not stagnant. Or if you're in an area where there's no water at all and it's hot and you're doing a nice exercise, long distance, more than 3 miles, I would recommend to get collapsible bowl for your dog and a bottle of water so you can water your dog. But it all depends on temperature and climate as well. It's very humid right now, and it's no dogs exist who enjoy humidity. So we will continue our trip. Probably will make about 2 more miles. I've never been in this area, so I'm really glad I discovered it. And I also can do biking here, but it should be a little bit cooler, so later in the evening or earlier in the morning, because biking is faster than just walking. Are you ready, Bo? Are you ready? If your dog is purebred, you can look at AKC and American Kennel Club standard and see what should be their sizes are. Every breed have a standard, and then you can adjust your program to make your dog look better. Of course, it can be a dog who is smaller than standard or bigger, but it's still common sense. Your dog should have a visible last rib. You should be able to see it if your dog is short hair, or you should be able, when doing like that with your knuckles, you should be able to feel the ribs, and I'm not feeling his ribs yet. So you are looking at the standard of your dog. If it's a mixed breed, and you know what breed it consists of, so you're looking at something in between. But it's about just applying logic and common sense to the body condition of your dog. So people tell me, oh, my dog is not fat, he's a big bone. Big bone is a myth fat people like to use, and some bad breeders like to use this myth as well. Obese person have the same skeleton as a skinny person, okay? The only difference in the bone density and size of the bones is between the genders, between females and males. That's all. So it's no thing like a big bone dog. Oh, my spaniel is a big bone. No, it can be just a bigger size of the dog. Everything is bigger in your spaniel. You still need to keep your spaniel nice and lean. So don't create excuses that your dog is just chubby or you don't care about the standard. You need to care. With the breed of dogs I breed, Central Asian Shepherd, it's a big grief because standard is not very good for this breed. So it's no upper standard. So dogs can be 100 pound and dogs can be 200 pound. But even this not perfect standard for Central Asian Shepherd mentions that it should be a good healthy proportion. But it's obviously no way to, it's like, you know, the standard for Central Asian Shepherd is not asking you to increase your dog size. No, the dog needs to look healthy, and you should not increase the dog size just because somebody want to have a bigger dog. Some people want to have a bigger wife, and I saw I saw program where one lady have to divorce a guy because he was encouraging her to overeat, because it was his kind of perversy to see her eating and getting out of the shape. Yeah, it was on some TV show. So once she left this guy, she lost weight and became healthy. So don't develop this passion of overfeeding your dog. It's not fun. And human can always say no, and dogs, no, they cannot say no. So you need to love your dog without overfeeding. Follow the standards of the breed for logic, common sense. We are relaxing again. I told him to lay down. Hopefully ticks will not be fast enough to attack us. And then we will start back to the car, which I think about 1.5 miles. And he still wanna go. I'm really glad, because he has way better stamina than 3 weeks ago.